everybody, and welcome back for a very quick visit to the Dodgers port. Bogatyr Tier 3 Russian cruiser, one of my favourites, a little flamethrower. If you want to know more about this ship, there are other videos. I'll put a link in the description so you can see the other videos that describe this ship in more detail. But this isn't about the ship, this is about the battle. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. See you there. Here we are then on the Solomon Islands map, with the erupting volcano in front of us. Sure, we'll try and run into that at some point. Triple cap zone here, so usual tactic will be to move towards B, but not enter it. Best way to play this is usually to sit outside of B, wait for some people who are foolish enough to go in and try to cap it, and sink them. Sounds easy, doesn't it? But it is my usual and surprisingly effective tactic on this map. So that's what we're going to do. And you can see on the minimap there's a gold ship there. That doesn't mean it's a golden player. It's just my friend Matt, who's playing with me in a division. He's a real life friend and also someone in my clan. Now we are on Discord, which makes a big difference, that we can chat to each other and occasionally even chat about the game. Talk about where the ships are, what we're planning on doing. I can scream for help and he can laugh when I don't get it. That kind of thing, you know, makes the game fun. And I'm a great believer that World of Warships should be fun. It helps if you get better at it, because it's a lot more fun if you're sinking people than being sunk, but at the end of the day, it's only a game, it's not real. You should be having fun with it. So I'm now going to sit outside of B and see what happens, see who sails in. I've got a destroyer in front of me who is going to spot for us, which is excellent. But weirdly, he's capping, and that shouldn't be happening really. At this stage, one of their destroyers is usually heading into B as well. So I think we might need to just do an adjustment to the tactic. Yeah, why not? Okay, nobody's in B. It looks like they've gone between A and C maybe. So let's just dive into B and cap it, get a free cap, and then we'll decide whether to go to A or C after that, whichever one looks the most sensible target. Now the destroyer's put up some smoke there, just to make sure that he's not being hit until we cap. Good plan in one respect. Problem with that is I don't know what's at the other side of the smoke. I'm hoping it's very little. I see a couple of cruisers, but we can handle a couple of cruisers. Oh, okay, shells coming in, and oh my days, I now understand what the Japanese must have felt like at the Battle of Midway. Yes, I've discovered the entire fleet, and it's all firing at me. So in effect, what the opposition have done here is what I like to do. They've sat outside and waited for some idiot to sail in to cap it. In this instance, I'm the idiot. So I need to get out here. If I stay in this zone for much longer, it's going to get very, very painful. Now, I can see the minimap properly now, without the smoke, and I can see in fact they did split between two zones, but it wasn't A and C, it was A and B. And that's going to be a problem, because I'm now running from a frying pan towards a fire. And here's Matt, about to shunt me from behind. Insert inappropriate joke where applicable. So where do we go from here? Well, I think we have to get some distance between ourselves and this wide plethora of ships, because by doing that we're putting part of the island between myself and 3 of them. Don't mind fighting 2 against 1, but 5 against 1's a little bit prohibitive. We've already lost 2 of our destroyers, that's not good. But I'm fairly sure we can level some of that up. Is he going to ram him? No. Oh, that hurt. So I decide here I'm going to have to turn slightly away, because otherwise I really am going to run straight into all of those people who are capping A, and that will not go down very well. I could really do with sinking this cruiser quickly. There we go. Oh, we've got him on fumes now. And Matthew finishes him off. Well done. However, we're 3 ships to 1 down, and there's still an awful lot of ships in B causing a problem. And I'm looking over at A and realising that that fight is not going well. We have 1 friendly ship against 5, 6 enemy ships. Good lord. So I decide to try and bail him out, but it's too late. He's already dead. And now I have a real problem, because the people in A are almost certainly going to turn in our direction, and myself and Matt are the only people over here. We've also got a cruiser coming straight through from B. This is going to get dicey, and you can see already from the amount of shells flying in how dicey it is. So the priorities here, well, it has to be the destroyers. The destroyers can't be allowed to get too close and start torping, although look at the shells. Oh my days. It's like a firework display on the 4th of July. However, first things first, this cruiser is right up against it. He does not have torpedoes, but neither do I. And nor do I have a heel. So I'm going to have to be very careful with my health. Now, Matt is skedaddling off into the distance and trying to take pot shots at them from range. I'm a bit more aggressive than that, and I like to be a little bit closer. Some people would say too close. But that cruiser is now in a whole world of pain, and he's burning. But I have to leave off him here, otherwise this destroyer is going to get so close to me that he's going to be able to torpedo me and I'll have no room to manoeuvre. However, he got too close to me there. Now what he's doing here is pretty good actually. He's doing what I do with enemy battleships when I'm in a destroyer. He's giving me no target to aim at and running straight at me so he can close and fire torpedoes before I can sink him. That's his logic anyway. However, the Bogatyr has so many guns and they're so quick firing, it's very difficult to get close. Now my initial thought here was I could probably get a double kill because he's on such low health, but I have to kind of forego that and wait just to see whether or not the destroyers fired torpedoes before I managed to kill him. As it happens, he didn't, but you have to allow for that kind of thing. It's really embarrassing to turn to finish off another ship only to sail into a raft of torpedoes. So there's kill number 2. And here's another destroyer bearing down on me. Just relentless, this battle. Oh, torpedoes. Oh, I've got to eat 2 of these. There's nothing I can do about it. That was a really clever piece of torpedoing from him. He fired much earlier than I thought he was going to do. He's dead now, but you know, it was still very clever. What I was expecting him to do was to get around the burning ship in front of me and then fire, and he didn't. He fired before he crossed that path. Really clever. And there's another ship dead. So we're now up to 4 kills, or as a division, 5 kills. This guy's on practically no health. Fairly sure we can sink him. He's doing a me. He's running away and firing over his shoulder. Ah, gotcha. So now what? The battle's still very much against us. We're still ships down. That was the Kraken, by the way. My first thought is to go back to A and help this one destroyer, sorry, help the one cruiser that's heading into A, but no. They're about to cap B, and we can't let them have all 3 cap zones. So we'll reset it by firing at this cruiser. Meanwhile, Matthew's up north, having a fight with the last remaining destroyer, who unfortunately for us managed to sneak away or run away because he's just too fast. Still frantically defending this cap zone. Been a tough old fight, this one. Seem to have spent the whole battle facing several ships at once. It's nice to finally just have a one-on-one. The AI tells me the enemy team has taken the lead. Yep, sure has. It's been in the lead for a very long time, in fact. But this guy's getting really badly beaten up on now. The rate of fire of the Bogatir guns is just terrifying. His funnels are pouring flame, which means his engines are damaged or maybe even completely incapacitated. Still soaking that damage though. There we go. And the coordinated attack achievement. That's gained for any division that sink 7 ships between them. So not only do I get it, but Matthew gets it as well. The one thing I will say is, although they have a lot of ships, although it's getting less by the minute, a lot of their ships were on very, very low health. So where are we now? We're still 1 ship down. Definitely need to go and help out the cruiser in A, because their cruiser is on pretty good health. Let's see if we can give him something else to think about or something else to aim at. Very speculative shots these at nearly 10 kilometers. Very unlikely that they're going to hit even with the Bogatir's accuracy. And sure enough they don't. However, now he's under 9 kilometers. Different story. Yeah, there we go. The grouping a lot better once you get under 9 kilometers. It's about now the player of the ship realizes he's gonna have a problem. He's now got 2 ships firing at him, and one of them is the Bogatir, which is absolutely raining down fiery death. So he immediately extinguishes the fire. He had no choice but to do that, considering how low his health is. And Matthew takes care of that ship. Now, some people in battles, I'd certainly never do it with a friend anyway, but I wouldn't do it with anyone, but some people get really annoyed when you steal their kill, as they refer to it. Absolute load of tosh, in my opinion. There is no such thing as a kill stealing World of Warships. I would much rather, if someone can sink a ship, that they do sink the ship, because by leaving it to me to finish off, that ship could then get some torpedoes away or fire some shells on Citadel me. No, if you've got a chance to sink a ship, I don't care whether you've done no damage to it yet or most damage, just get the shells in it. Okay, well, my shooting here is pretty appalling, but again, it's more than 9 kilometers away. I do find on the Bogatir, anything over 9 kilometers and the dispersion on the shells is a lot worse. Now we immediately start hitting it. Now it's under 9. So we're 3 on 3 now, and 2 of the 3 people left are myself and Matt. And at this stage we're pretty much saying the battle's over. Now, if there's one ship you don't want to get close to in a destroyer, it's a Bogatir at this tier. I mean, first salvo takes off 75% of his health, second salvo takes the rest of it with interest. So that leaves us with just 1 ship left. As you can see, top right, I have 9 kills. Matt has 2. So it's just a case now of who will sink the last ship. Now you know from the title it's one of us. It'd be really frustrating if the third player had sunk this one ship. Just keep on pouring the shells into him. Again, you'll see a difference in play style here, that Matt's sitting further back and sniping, and I'm just getting up close and personal. And he's dead. So there we go. 2 people, 12 ships. Simples. So, for some of the best fun in the game, strongly recommend play with some friends, play with clanmates, load up Discord, have a chat while you're doing it. Sometimes chat about the battle, sometimes not chat about the battle. If anybody's interested in joining my clan, I still have a few spots left. It's usually quite full. I think I've got a couple of spots open at the moment. I'll put a link in the description to the video below as to how to find us. Unfortunately, we only play on the European server. Hope you enjoyed this battle. See if I can find one with 13 sinkings next time. Unlikely. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye.